Hi everyone and welcome back to WARNO League Season 0 from SD League. Today we are in Division 1, Group A with Awoodenbox and Hippie, both British players which neither are playing sadly the British divisions, but it is understandable why at the moment. Awoodenbox is playing in the right on blue as the 7th Panzer Division, and over on the left in red we have Hippie as the 35th, basically parachute division. Obviously Hippie reaching the centre much faster because of those forward deployment troops. Awoodenbox lagging a little bit behind. I'm expecting a really great game from these two. Hippie dumping off a bunch of troops down here just to hold the centre, and is in a very nice position up here in Delta at the moment. Both players grabbing their back points immediately, and Hippie immediately grabbing the centre point for those +3 juicy victory points. Couple of choppers coming in there for Awoodenbox now. That is probably a very good choice. There is an anti-tank jet in for Hippie. That could certainly engage those choppers, but the choppers will make short work of these infantry down the front here. I don't think there's any AA with them. There's a MiG-21 AA jet coming in for that Su-25. Oh, Su-25 is taking a lot of fire. It is still alive though. It will get out by the skin of its teeth by the looks of it. That's an old British term. MiG-29 coming in to take out the MiG-21. Can it get the kill? Oh, it does. Hippie will be delighted with that. Obviously, the MiG-29, not the cheapest of jets. Coming in at 215. MiG-21, a lot cheaper, I believe. I think that was the MiG-29 doing a attack run with its main cannon. It has also been lost though. It was taken out by the Shilka. That was very risky play by Hippie there. I was expecting him just to get that jet straight back out. Oh no, it's the choppers making that noise. Why on earth is their gun so loud? Jeez. It is mincing those infantry though, as expected, with a mixture of rockets and that gun. 2 command vehicles coming in for Awoodenbox there. One will be going to Charlie, one will be going up to Delta, I imagine. Although right now, Hippie in complete control of Delta. Nice choice, Hippie. I'm loving the fact he's got an Eagler up there to stave off any choppers going around the back. I do appreciate that. MiG-29 came in, took out the chopper, is taking a lot of fire, but has managed to get out. How lucky was that MiG-29 right there? Oh wait, hang on. It was routed, so he didn't actually evac it. It's going back over the air defense zone. Oh! That was painful. That was an unpleasant loss. Hippie remains in very firm control of Delta and has pushed right out to the other side. I suppose in an ideal world, could he actually get in a position to cover the bridges? This one's a bit difficult because of all the trees around it, of course. Plenty of reinforcements coming in, I expect, towards the middle for Awoodenbox. Awoodenbox with a smattering of units here, but certainly nothing he can assault with, but equally not a huge amount for Hippie either. Hippie's still not bringing in a command for this point. He may well do now that he's just +1, of course. He'll want it back to +3. He's already ticking up, though. Yep, there indeed is that command UAZ with a command infantry coming in. Ah, UAZ SPG-9 spam. We've seen this done by Lathans recently. Obviously, can be super effective. Very cheap units. Coming in at just 30 points. Very spammable. Lots of aggressive damage. Interesting, they're going up the top here. Could he be thinking about getting them around the back to try and kill this command? That is an option. Could also be he's just going to come across the river up here as a bit of a distraction, with the majority of the forces being down at this point. He is calling in some recon up there as well. This should be interesting. I'm curious what he does with those, so we need to keep an eye on it. More reinforcements being called in here for defense, more than anything, I would imagine, at this point. All Hippie really needs to do is hold. He could technically be aggressive if he wants, but obviously being aggressive is always a risk in this type of game. Playing defensively is king, because if you can hold a defense, your opponent will lose a lot more attacking you. Hippie's forces engaging here with the small amount of forces from Awoodenbox. I mean, Hippie still outnumbers here, but Awoodenbox is much more clustered. That Igla's just slowly moving around the top there. Where are these guys going? Are they actually turning that corner? No, they're waiting. Okay. I'm really curious what Awoodenbox has planned. More reinforcements coming in here. I'm wondering if we'll see either player do a push at the bottom here. HE Bombers coming in. MiG-21 HE Bombers. Not the most expensive. I can click on one. We can check the price. 125 points. Pretty cheap. Taking out some... Trying to take out some infantry. Did a bit of damage. Didn't kill it. Did manage to kill an anti-tank gun that was there, I believe. And they got out in one piece. Is there much... There's not a lot of anti-air up here for Hippie, actually. He's got the Iglas there, but that's about it. More reinforcements coming in here. I mean, they could easily be going up towards the middle as well. It's hard to know until they've gone past that junction. There's that recon troop arrived there now. Keep looking back there to see what's going on. Yeah, more Iglas heading up there. I feel like Awoodenbox is going to have a hard time of it now. He needs to push somewhere. And Hippie's not resting on his laurels. He is building up plenty of defensive forces here. I mean, Awoodenbox is clearly going to have a little probe with these Special Alpha Clara. But I think is his best chance still to get in the center somehow. I mean, I'm curious about these. I mean, they could be swung around the back to kill that in Foxtrot, certainly. Plenty more tanks coming in. Infantry. Tank coming in for Hippie as well now. Along with some resupply. What is going on with these UAZs? Look at them all. Just all sat hiding. Actually, some of them aren't even in the trees, look. Oh, they're off. They're off. Really curious to see how far they get. I'm kind of ignoring the rest of the map for a moment, but I'm just going to... There they go. Multitudes firing on these infantry. There's only a couple of infantry there. Hippie moving them out of the way. I mean, these little things put out a lot of firepower at the end of the day. I mean, if we have a look... You know, HE, okay, yes, it's only 0.88, but that's still a reasonable amount. And penetration is still pretty good against vehicles. So they will mince infantry and buildings in the grand scheme of things. HE bomber coming in as well to hit that building there. Nice strike, killed it. Awoodenbox just slowly whittling down Hippie's forces there. He's managed to move up a little bit here. Just this slow push. MiG-29 in, took out that jet. Down at the bottom we see more reinforcements are arriving here for Awoodenbox as well. Hippie has moved himself up a bit. Could Hippie be considering doing an attack down here? There's not a lot in his way, to be fair. There is more arriving, so... There is a point where he's going to decide to make a move or not. Special Alpha Clara pushing up really far there. These guys obviously moving up further than they would previously because he knows that that area is clear. But look at this. Hippie is on the move as well. Hippie's on the move this way and this way. And Awoodenbox is kind of on the move down the middle between them. Hippie is already over the 50% mark. We are just over 10 minutes into this game. But Awoodenbox is on the move in the middle. Hippie is running low on forces up here. With a careful coordination on Awoodenbox's side, he's managed to push up, kill a lot of the infantry using a mixture of ground forces and bombers. Awoodenbox doing a really good job in the center there. But his forces are possibly going to get squished in the center here. Hippie putting his forces back, but is going up against the flamethrowers. Not ideal. He does have Spetsnaz here. He could really do with those BMD2s back here to kill those flamethrowers. Yeah, because they're going to mince his infantry with flames. Not sure Hippie has realised what they're engaging yet. There they go. Now he has. Look. Straight away, once he realised BMD2's on the way back to kill them. Obviously, Hippie's probably distracted by what's going on in the centre here. Both experienced players, both able to push multiple areas of the map at once. HE Bomber coming in again for Awoodenbox. It's these cheap ones, but they are very effective. Another dead infantry squad. Jets came in to take it out. Another HE Bomber came in, took something out there. So Awoodenbox can move up these forces. Stop Hippie being able to cut off that bridge. BMD2's coming in, finished off both those squads. There's still a Special Av Clara there. Special Av Clara is going to kill this anti-air unit pretty easily. More reinforcements arriving for Awoodenbox there. That's the supply truck dead. That has given his position away though. So I expect something to move to help eventually. But these are getting up. Oh, these Motsuchin are about to slaughter these BMD2s. They're going to be really close. T-55A coming in as well. There's 25 AT there. Probably hoping to take out some units. I mean, Awoodenbox has a lot less here now than he did. But he does have his command in, which is probably the most important thing. He has nullified the points now. And he has quite a lot of forces down here. I think he actually outnumbers Hippie now. Hippie now on the back foot down here in the center between Echo and Charlie. Up at the top, Delta. It's really hard to say. I mean, Hippie certainly has more red there, but I think he's going to push Awoodenbox out. I mean, Awoodenbox has that tank, which is pretty much out of ammo. He's got some already damaged infantry, and he's got the command. There's the command. Awoodenbox pulls it out. He's going to want to keep that moving pretty fast, because Hippie will go for that. He will go for the kill. Awoodenbox, can I just say I'm impressed you managed to even get into the point. I genuinely thought Hippie was going to hold that. Awoodenbox redirecting some forces that were possibly going to be going to this area up towards the top now. A couple of Cubs coming in there. Some tanks also being called in up there that we saw while we were up there a moment ago. The SPG trucks didn't get very far in the end, did they? They all kind of died around the middle there. But Awoodenbox got a good push going on down here. This is like an immediate follow-up. He did a really good push at the top. He's now doing a really good push down here. He's managed to whittle down Hippie's forces once more. Hippie with just not enough here. Lots of, okay, it's cheap infantry. Cheap-ish infantry for Awoodenbox. But it's, you know, it's effective in large numbers. Awoodenbox certainly with the better air defense. Bringing in Strelas here as well now. I think Awoodenbox could take this point. I think he's got enough units there to do it. Interesting. Anti-air chopper does have rockets as well, so it can put down a fight, but those Strelas are going to mince that chopper. 2 choppers in. Strelas will move up in short order, I imagine, though they are getting engaged by these guys. Yeah, 1 dead. And that's out of ammo. It will get rearmed pretty quickly by this munitions vehicle. Or it should. Anti-tank SU-25s. The Tanner Special coming in to do some damage. Is that now rearming? Yes, it is. Hippie getting ever closer to that win. Lots of forces here for Awoodenbox again. I think he can get back into that point. I think he's stalled here. He's got a lot of units here, but I think he's stalled. He'd have to... I mean, the worry is there's a lot of open ground. I mean, he could come through the trees and push around this way to get the commander. He doesn't know where the commander is, though. I also note that there is a Desert Nicky Metis from Hippie that is snuck around the back and is going for that command. I don't think, again, Hippie knows where that command is necessarily. But all he has to do is get within sight of it and get a lucky shot with the single Metis he has left. And there's a chopper with its gun again. It is so loud. It's like the sound. It is getting quieter as I get further away, but it seems to carry for a long distance. Very rapid fire. Mincing that squad. I feel like Awoodenbox still has the overwhelming force here, but it is difficult because there's a lot of open ground here. MiG-21 rocket attacks coming in there, hitting that building on that tank. Plenty of Eagle shots going off, but not doing a huge amount. That was a big explosion. Was that a bomber going off? I didn't even see a bomber come in there. Awoodenbox lost quite a few forces in that explosion, though. Is that Strela about to be killed by... Yes, it is. The chopper got it. Chopper got the Strela. There's that Metis. He's stopped. He's engaging. He's firing. But he's firing at the Shilka and he missed. Oh, that's so unfortunate. He's now out of missiles. Oh, big fight going on back here. What on earth were Awoodenbox's MiG rockets doing all the way back there? They are dead. Oh, some Strelas in for Hippie now. It's the first big or medium AA, perhaps, that we've seen brought in. Yeah, command being moved out of the way now. That unit's been spotted. But look at this. In the meantime, as expected, Awoodenbox is pushed back into the centre. It is neutralised. Hippie may be way out ahead. But Awoodenbox is not giving up without a fight here. SU-25 taking a lot of fire as always. Once again getting out in one piece. This one as well looks like it's going to get out in one piece. Look at the amount of fire they take. I can tell you right now, my SU-25 in DCS does not take that much fire. Definitely not. What a change in the centre, though. What a big change. Obviously, Hippie's had to call reinforcements in down here. But in the meantime, a huge swath of units has moved into this corner from Awoodenbox. He's in a good position. Hippie's still bringing in jets to try and take out tanks and things. More reinforcements arriving for Awoodenbox. Awoodenbox not overextending though, he's just holding. He might eventually build up enough forces to push here though. That Desert Nicky doesn't realise how close it is to that munitions. If it can go over there and capture it, it can fully rearm and repair. And I don't think... Does Awoodenbox not realise they're there? And his unit was just moving into position and engaged them. I'm really... that is so close. I think he's just moving over looking for that command still. You know what I haven't seen this game is artillery from either player. And I haven't seen mortars from either player either. Hippie's usually quite hot on the mortars. I'm surprised we're not seeing any. MiG-29 coming in to take out that chopper, I assume. Yep, there it goes. Cubs are up here, but they are out of ammo, so... Oh, there is munitions coming in, though. Oh. Awoodenbox has a command vehicle in Echo. I am genuinely shocked. I had no idea he'd even moved that up. Shows how much attention I'm paying, eh? I genuinely didn't spot him move that up. Absolutely brilliant maneuver. He is way behind in points. He needs to make those up somehow. And this is a way to do it. But I can imagine there's going to be a bomber coming in very soon to deal with this. There's an SU-25 AT coming in. If he can see that command vehicle... Oh, but he can see this one, perhaps. He's taking fire on that, though. Wing is damaged. Oh, and it's down! An SU-25 has finally been downed. It's taken a long time. I assume that was going to try and kill this thing here. More reinforcements arriving down here for Awoodenbox. Awoodenbox doing a little bit of a push in the middle as well. Making some progress down at the bottom here. Obviously knows there's a few units still remaining at the top and is putting some Motsuchin into position. Hippie relying on choppers here. Cubs have been rearmed now though, so we'll be able to put up a fight. It's 25 AT taking a lot of fire from those Cubs. And the Shilka. And it's dead. MiG-27 HE coming in now, following up from that. Hippie desperately wanting to kill that command vehicle. It's all the way at the edge of the point. There's not a lot here from Awoodenbox now, and there it is being pulled out again. But Awoodenbox... Is he going to kill that jet as well? It's dodging a lot of fire. Oh, there's a hit, and it's dead. Awoodenbox getting a bit luckier now with these kills on the aircraft from Hippie. And the map is looking quite blue right now. I mean, there's a lot of blue there. I think he has enough forces to dislodge Hippie from the top of here. Hippie obviously clustered in this corner now. And down at the bottom, it's just this ongoing fight here. The command has been pulled all the way out. Hippie is holding position, needs to rearm and repair everything, I think. More reinforcements coming in, including more Strellas. I assume the Strellas will be coming down here. Another jet loss there for Hippie. Did manage to drop its bombs though, but I don't think they killed anything. I think whatever was there was already dead or had moved. Interestingly though, there's less and less blue here. Hippie pushing his advantage. Lots of fighting in and around these buildings. This is one of my favourite maps, I must say, for the 1v1s. I think it's just a really interesting map with a variety of options for attacking. Obviously, there's a lot of fighting over the centre, but you've got all of this area here to play over. And then there's a little slither at the back, which is also an option. Lots more reinforcements coming in down at the bottom here for Hippie now. Trying to match to be able to defend this area. Just hit 16 minutes left in this game. It is going to be a very tight one. Hippie way out ahead. If it goes to time, Hippie has won. And there's still every chance that if Hippie loses both sectors, then Awoodenbox will get enough points to win. But he needs to move fast. He needs to kill these commands and seize control. Awoodenbox with a large force here. He's going to get his command in again, I think. Meta's force is in there again. Seed in to take out some of these Cubs. Don't think it's succeeded, and it's taking a lot of fire, and it is dead. Another expensive loss of a jet for Hippie. He's just trying to stave off the advance. Another SU-25 AT Tanner Special in. For those of you who are new, the reason I call the SU-25 AT a Tanner Special is because P. Yuri Tanner, who's one of the players in the tournament, was the first player to bring these out pretty much every game when the game first released and the tournaments first started. This is a hell of a fight going on down here. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Awoodenbox lost his command that was there, I think. Spetsnaz grew around the back here for Hippie. I've only just spotted them. I don't know if they're new. That's an unfortunate loss. Losing that command. I wonder if he has another one he can bring in. Hippie doing a really good job of just holding back the tide in this area. These tanks managed to get around the back, but he's lost a couple of them in the process of swinging them around there. Really curious if Hippie can hold. He's not got a lot left there now. He's got these two squads of infantry. They are chasing down these tanks. There's a tank dead. The second tank is going to be under... I mean, there's two squads there. One of them's almost dead, though. Awoodenbox is having a really hard time dislodging these guys from the top here. These two squads still in there. He's managed to kill this one, but it's taken a long time. I mean, it was... How many minutes ago we were up here looking at the reinforcements that had arrived? It's a lot of units to put into doing this job. And it's been a real slog for him to do it. Hippie under a lot of pressure still here. He's just got these two squads of infantry. Another command is coming in and heading towards there. Grad's in for Hippie. Grad's of all things. He's going for the kill on that command vehicle. Will he get it? Let's observe and see how good this Grad is. It is stunned. But that left to right fire is still a thing. Stunned again. I mean, really, you need tubarity for this job. Yeah, look, the rockets are going way past. Yeah. Wasn't going to happen. Just wasn't going to happen. I think he was hoping to get lucky, but yeah. Rocket arty is just left to right firing, just doesn't do enough damage when it's that type. You need something that hits heavier, hits harder. And preferably more accurately, like the tubarity. Grad's now firing at something else, I assume. Going to be firing at all of this mess down here. I'm really curious why Hippie brought those in. Hippie, was this for the memes, or did you actually think they were going to kill stuff? I feel like it's for the memes, because I've never actually seen them kill very much in a game. He's going for that command. He's aimed slightly to the side of it. He is doing 0 damage to it currently. Just genuinely curious if it does any damage. He's certainly stunning everything around it. Oh, he did a little bit of damage, look. 2 pips. And I think that's all there's going to be. Yeah. Very little effect, I'm afraid. Awoodenbox with his command back in this bottom point and a huge amount of forces there. 10 minutes left to go. I can't do the calculation in my head right now because it's 2 per tick, but a tick isn't quite a second, I don't think. Is it 1.5 seconds? It needs to make up 2,000 near enough. And I don't think he's going to take this. I mean, he's been pushed back to this side, but Awoodenbox putting up one hell of a fight all over the map for this entire game. It has been a really enjoyable game. Where's the Kamau? It's over there now. Hippie's on the move again. He's also got the Spetsnaz grew around the back, which has been spotted, and that's being engaged. The Desert Nicky is still on the move and okay. 10 minutes left in this game. There was the alert on the screen. Chopper up there being engaged by Estrella. May well kill the Estrella, because the Estrella's missed all its shots. Oh dear. That's out of rockets as well, to be fair. So munitions being moved up for that Estrella. There've been a funny few instances with choppers and Strellas this game. Munitions being fired here. He spotted it again, but immediately Awoodenbox is moving his command out of the way. Oh, it's stunned though. It's stunned. Is he going to lose it? I'm trying to click on it so I can see it take damage. No damage so far. It's still stunned. Cohesion is low. Nah, it's fine. It's absolutely fine. BMP 1s. Loads of units still pushing up here. Awoodenbox not giving up without a fight. He really wants to kill that. I mean, the reality is if he can kill that command, he will be +4. That'll put him in an even better position, because it's currently going too slowly for him to win, I think. He needs to speed that up. Ideally, he needs to get both of these points to himself. Then he'll be +7. Which would be probably enough to push him over the edge in 8 minutes. Again, I'd need to do the calculation. Meta's coming in here. Small amounts of reinforcements still coming in for Hippie, though not a lot anywhere now. Crad's being used again just to stun and try and damage this stuff at the edge here. A little bit of damage to that command vehicle perhaps, but nothing too exciting. He's doing a lot of stunning. Hippie just pushing up his forces now. I mean, Hippie has this in the bag, really, doesn't he? All he's got to do is hold. His command's getting more and more risk, though. I am worried about his commander there. Hippie squad's finally all dead here. He does have a little truck there, though. There's not going to be seeing too much. Command is just sat at the back there. Neither player went really for the commands in the top. I thought one of them might have attempted that at some point, especially Awoodenbox, since he was on the back foot in terms of points. Awoodenbox pushing hard here. He will get these units round. He's being engaged by tanks as well now, though. He's trying to get into this building. Yeah, I think he'll get in the building. Oh, no, maybe not. Mi-8T coming in with its rocket power. Breakthrough here by Awoodenbox, though. Nothing in his path. He doesn't know that, though. He can just assume that all of these buildings are full of Hippie's infantry. So he's not pushing too hard. Most of Hippie's forces are now at the top of this point. His command's at the back on its own. 6 minutes to go. That squad's just sat in that building. And Awoodenbox has pushed down here, has completely stalled. He's been pushed back. I think he's actually, yeah, he's moving his command towards the edge of the point even. Possibly considering getting it out of there. He doesn't really have anything in here. He's got the Special Aufklärer. He's got the Shilka. He's got a couple of tanks coming up to take on the T-64s. T-72s, not a bad tank. T-64s, also not a bad tank. Up here, once again, Awoodenbox is kind of stalled. He doesn't know what's there, obviously. And Hippie is using his choppers quite aggressively. I don't think he cares if they die at this point. All he has to do is hold back the tide with them. If they die, they die. Kills to losses do not matter if you've got all the points for the victory. Both players must be running short on units now, though. We are at a nearly full 40-minute game. Just under 5 minutes left of this game. Hippie way out ahead in victory points. I'm not sure in the space of 4 minutes, or just over 4 minutes, even if Awoodenbox managed to push up now, I don't think he could get enough points back to win this. Possibly he could achieve a draw. I think the rule on draws is it has to be within 200 points. I'm not certain on that. I need to double check. But that was the rule in the previous tournaments, I believe. But look at them go. Hippie's just throwing many choppers to the slaughter, I think, right now. Special Alpha Clara getting really far up there. Metis, so close. Oh my word. Look at how close they are to each other. He's only got one unit left, but if he could just get close enough, I'm pretty sure he could kill that without an issue. Tank engaging on the Special Alpha Clara. Alpha Clara are going to die, I think. They're stunned. Yep, there they go. Hippie has secured this again. Just. And here, again, Awoodenbox's forces have sort of stalled and then been whittled down. Hippie has managed to just hold back the tide. What a game, guys. What a game. I genuinely thought multiple points Awoodenbox was going to just somehow pile drive through Hippie's lines and turn this around completely. And it's been so close on so many occasions. You can see how many forces by both sides have just whittled down and whittled down and whittled down in Delta and Echo. Under 3 minutes left of this game. Hippie's still trying to force Awoodenbox out of this point completely. Still +2. I mean, if that had been +4 for all this time, I think Awoodenbox would be in with a chance. Awoodenbox just going in. Look at all of this. Everything's moving forward. He's going for the kill. He knows he needs to kill that command. He's only got 2 minutes left. I'm not sure it's going to be enough. He's got 2 commands in this point now. Oh dear. Spetsnaz getting wrecked by those T-72s, but that commander just sat there the whole game. Just chilling. Just chilling. Still not being spotted. Awoodenbox making a push down here as well. 2 T-72s, another one here as well. There's only a T-64 there. There's literally the commander. He has an RPG, so T-72s don't want to get too close, but obviously they can't see him in the building. This commander finally under heavy fire. In the dying minute of the game, I think Awoodenbox is going to finally kill this commander. Rocket attack jet coming in as well. I was taking out the chopper that was there. I'm waiting to see this commander die. This commander also under fire now from the T-72. T-72 taking shots from it though. That one's dead. Has +5. This one's dead. That's +7. +7 for 45 seconds. I don't think it's enough. I don't think it's enough, Awoodenbox. Oh my word, you finally did it. I've been waiting for this moment for the last 10 minutes of this game. So many times you were so close and Hippie just managed to hold. Oh, 23 seconds. It's not enough. It's not enough. Oh. Awoodenbox, this has been incredibly well played by you. You've got into points that I genuinely thought you were going to struggle to get into with the forces you had, and you've managed to do it. Push, hold for a bit. And here it is, folks. Here it is. Look at the kills to losses. Hippie won this game. Awoodenbox had more kills. Hippie was just throwing lambs to the slaughter at the end to stop Awoodenbox pushing. And that's all he needed to do. He just needed the victory points. It doesn't matter his kills to losses. He still won. What a game, guys. I think that's the first time that I've cast a game where the winner has not got the most kills. Someone correct me if I'm wrong and you spotted otherwise, but I think that's the first game in WARNO where the winner has got less kills. But great game, guys. Really enjoyed that. Cannot wait to watch and cast the second game, which will be going up tomorrow or the next day. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please do like, share, subscribe. Stay tuned for more from the WARNO League Season 0. And of course, check out Hippie, check out Awoodenbox. They both have channels on YouTube. Thanks again for watching, everyone.